Then after that was taken care of, I felt release and I felt so much more energy. I sleep better. I'm calmer. I have PTSD concurring. You know what the device has been able to do, which I've worked on for 50 years. Hello, get over it.
Hey, Kitty, thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your story. So can you tell us a little bit about how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
Yes, for approximately 4 years, 2 years before, they finally found out, and my father died of this, but they found out that I had two clogged arteries in my lower heart and I had two stents put in, but I was in bed for almost 24/7 and I knew I was slowly dying, but they couldn't find out what was wrong. And then I had the stents put in and then it made me feel better, but I couldn't really get back ever to my old self.
Wow, that's scary.
I've had a lot of surgeries in the past, a lot, LOT capital. And I'm a survivor. I'm strong. I'm by myself. I'm 73. I'm very thankful for so many things and all my blessings. But I didn't want to die because I feel like I have a lot to do in the life. So when
Nice.
I heard about, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I just said nice. Go ahead.
When I heard, when I was told about QHS, I looked at it and I was told over the phone from a friend that lives in Alaska. I immediately signed up, got off the phone, called her back and said, sign up now. Do not wait. Do not pass. Go, go, go. Just go. And so she did. And there's about, oh my gosh, she invited like 9 people that came on board. You've done an interview with her husband,
Oh,
Dorinda Steve.
Dorinda. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been friends 30 some years. So I feel like, however, that we're chosen. And I think that we're chosen because of the life that we have lived in the past, in this lifetime. And that is people that really love humanity, people that love the earth, people that have suffered so they know what it's like, and have fought through that to conquer our challenges. So that's why I'm here with you and looking forward to the QARC and the device. For many months, it didn't help. And I don't like to tell people it don't work for me because in my heart, I knew this is it. This is it. And to find out when Dr. Alfredo was able to shift, because I'm on heavy narcotics. I'm on oxycodone and along with a lot of other medicines. And I have fibromyalgia, so it's still, I mean, I have bone on bone. I had 500 stitches inside my stomach to rebuild my whole tract.
Wow.
All the muscles fell off of the abdominal wall and the intestines was falling through. I've had knee surgery, carpal tunnel surgeries, throat surgeries for tumors and for sleep apnea. The operations didn't work, so I had to have it on the third time. It finally worked. So I'm getting a little emotional. I'm trying to stay centered here, but talking to you is fabulous. So
Wow.
anyway, so when Dr. Alfredo was able to help that, because at one point when you wore the device in the beginning, when you was on heavy medication, the device, I don't know what he called it, but anyway, it made it look like you didn't have a problem.
Right. It masked the
Thank you.
the
That's the
issue.
word. That's the word I was looking for, exactly. So then, after that was taken care of, I felt release and I felt so much more energy. I sleep better. I'm calmer. I have PTSD, concurring PTSD, and that means that it repeats over and over. And it's due to a family, my daughters and my grandchildren, which I totally love. But my ex-husband and I did not get along, and it was abusive, domestic, and there's always two sides to the story. But basically, I could have had him put in jail for 5 years, attempted manslaughter, but I did not. I chose not to do that. I forgave him in a sense that he had never, ever, ever hurt the children. So we had finally got a divorce. We had joint custody, but it's not been easy. He's tried to turn them against me, and I've had to go to court. So it's been a concurring PTSD. I choose to live in Hawaii. I thought, well, if I can't live around him, because every time I would, he'd threaten to kill me. Uh, sorry. But you know what the device has been able to do, which I've worked on for 50 years. Hello, get over it.
Well,
I was
it's hard.
I was able to forgive him. I mean, I've tried all different avenues to learn how to forgive him. And the device, I believe, helped me. Ooh, that's a biggie. And so now I've always been close to one daughter. One daughter has estranged me. I'm not able to talk to her. She won't talk to me, and I don't know why yet. So we'll work on that. I am looking forward to the cure because I want to be stronger than I ever have been in my life, and I want to be wiser. I want to be able to speed read so I can learn. I want to be able to be a leader. I want to be able to help people. I want my energy, and I want God to guide me into what's important, and to be able to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, and to be able to honor myself and to appreciate who I am and what I give. The other day, somebody said that art is an expression of what love comes out of your heart. And I was like, oh, yeah, hello.
That's
That's what,
beautiful.
yeah, exactly. So it's like I've created incredibly beautiful things. And yet when I see it and I don't know it's mine, I'll go, wow. And then I'll realize, oh my gosh, that's mine. So, so
Well, you must be in the zone when you're creating it, like you're just so focused that you're in that cathartic zone. And then you go, oh, wow. Just like when you drive down the freeway and you like, how did I get there?
yeah, yes,
Maybe
exactly.
that's it.
Yeah, it is. You're on it, right on the nose. Because I used to, when I'd make the masks, for example, I would listen to music, you know. However, what was so rewarding is that when I would see, now it was interesting because some people were totally afraid to even put it on, or, to even look at it. And some people were saying, oh, that's the devil. But it's not. What was beautiful is when I would see them put them on, and they would lose their inhibition and their self identity, and they would start dancing and they'd be happy and they just have so much fun. So my art, is I've won awards, and I look forward to doing that again. So
Cool. My
yeah.
son is an editor at Freeze magazine, which is an art magazine in New York. Well, actually it's in
Freeze,
London. Freeze,
freeze.
Frieze. Have you heard of it?
No.
Yeah, he's an editor, and his girlfriend is Olivia Erlanger, and she is an artist. And so like really cool, interesting stuff. I'll send you a few things so you can take
Thank
a
you.
look.
Please do. Thank you.
Yeah, she's pretty famous. She's does art shows all over. She has one in LA coming up, and then another huge one in Texas. And so they're both in the same little world and live in New York. And so it's fun to watch.
Even though I've won awards, I've tried to keep low key. My brother was, unfortunately, many years ago, 1975, had a tragic homicide. And I tried to find out what happened. And my mother was elderly and my brother was young, and I had no other family to help me. And my mother got a phone call that said, if I do not stop investigating, I will end up like her son. I know. So all my life, to protect my children and myself, I've never wanted to excel, or and money was never really in, I mean, because I didn't understand it, I think money was never important to me. However, now that I'm old and take care of myself, I realize, well, you got to honor money, right? It works in earth. And I know that's going to probably change, but
Yep, it
yeah,
will.
yes.
It will
So
definitely.
and what's important is that I'm not worried anymore about that. And if that's the way I end up going, so be it, because I have stopped myself from being my brightest light that I can be and shine.
And we have heard that most of the dark energies are gone, right? So we are safe. I mean, Dr. A said it last December that he's ready to, he's given clearance, which tells me that it's safe, for us to come out of the hiding, for him to come out of hiding. So I think we're in good hands.
Hallelujah.
Yes, for sure. So Kitty, what would you go ahead?
Well, that just brings up another subject that I have always been interested in, Nikola Tesla. So when I found out and realized that this was based on him working, studying with the people downline, that people had worked with, actually with him before he passed away, I knew I want to support this. I want to be part of this. I want to, yes, you got it.
Yeah. It's amazing. And I've been looking
It's
into
been what?
quantum physics. Amazing.
Yes.
Like the whole, like I've been in wellness for a long time and you only learn biology, chemistry, all of that. But when I started looking at quantum and the quantum physics and the atom and, all of the vibration frequency and stuff, it's like, everybody used to say, oh, you're just like woo woo, but really, no, it's science, so it's cool.
My great whatever uncle on my mother's side wrote the dictionary of I have it right here. Anyway, he was a genius. He was a doctor. He was a teacher, and he wrote many different books. But Mary Sheldon, I believe, was her name. That was the author of Frankenstein. She used his medical records because he brought back somebody to life back in the 1900s that had been hung for something that he did not believe did it. Yeah, so he's in Google. He's easy to find, and this is how thick it is. And this is the dictionary of chemistry.
Wow, look at that.
And yeah, so this cost me $75. I bought it a long time ago, but he was in London, and he was in charge of the Glasgow Observatory, and he was a professor. So anyway, I just feel somehow, some way connected with that, with him. And it's all about chemistry, is all about, I have a story that was given to me that I want to put out, but it's basically to help higher the frequency level vibration of the humankind for peace and love forevermore. And it's this tribe of people that came many years ago, before smog or pollution, and they were half animal and half human, and they would change from half animal, half human in the morning by waking up and meeting the sun. And when they would look into the sun, they would change with plasmic light transformation. I didn't even hear about, and now this was back in 93, I think. No, 83, 84 that this was this. I heard it. I hear some things, but I'm not schizophrenic, I've been told. And I don't hear people all the time. But anyway, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. But
They
so now I'm
changed.
ready. Oh yeah. Oh, with plasmic, and I hadn't even heard about plasmic transformation until recently, until it was scientifically proven that we have now gone into a state of plasmic energy for the world scientifically. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So amazing, huh?
Yes.
We're lucky
Yes.
to be aware of these truths where so many people are just like this. I saw a funny meme. It said, I'd rather have a tinfoil hat than a blindfold. Okay. So Kitty, you're an absolute doll and I appreciate your contributions always. So what would you like to say in closing, my dear?
That I would like to know how that I can share with people correctly so that they get the impact of how important this is. I have mentioned it to my pain doctor. I do that, pain management, and she's very interested. I've mentioned it to my private care provider, my PCP. She's like, oh, let's go for it. And I just want to make sure the words that I use are proper.
Well, you know what you might want to do is just send them to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've been doing the or.org, so I like the YouTube channel better. So what would that be exactly?
It is QHS. So here's how you can find it super easy. So how you get the newsletter every day via email?
Yeah, I've started getting that.
Yeah. So on the newsletter, there's always the links to the YouTube. For instance, my hug, do you get those via the email?
My hug, yeah.
Yeah. So then if you click on the hug, it's going to take you to our YouTube channel.
I know, I just watched Will
Oh, yeah.
on you and Cynthia. Holy moly. So that, yes, is impressive. You mean you're saying just send them to people like that?
I would send them to the YouTube channel member testimonials, because then that way they'll be able to see what people are reporting in the results.
Okay.
Okay. So anyways, Kitty, it was lovely spending time with you today. And I hope that you'll come back post QARC.
Oh, I will. I will be there all the way.
Woohoo!
100%.
Well, I look forward.
I knew this hour was going to fly by.
Yeah, well, it was lovely talking with you. You have so much energy and I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate you tons more. Hey, I love you. And thank you for coming into QHS. And thank you, Cynthia and Dr. Alfredo. And thank you, God.
Aw, love you back, my darling. I'll see you in about an hour and a half.
Okay. Oh, yes. And I'll see you soon in Salt Lake.
Woohoo! Yes,
Bye.
for sure. Have a beautiful day, Kitty. Bye for now.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.